All right, welcome back to Zay Talks. As you can see, we got the Cowboys star up there in the top left still. That's not going nowhere ever, right? Because the Cowboys are always going to be in my heart forever. But as the summer's gone on, there's been many more interesting topics to talk about other than the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm glad that finally we have the Olympics have finally started. They have arrived. They are upon us. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm super into the USA men's basketball season this year more than I ever have been before. I don't know if it's because I left the country and you hear the way people talk about America, and then you gain a different support for your country, and you start to care at a different level when your country's out there repping themselves and repping us. So this year I've been super into the men's Olympics, and I've been super locked in to just hoping that the players play well and hoping that they were able to gel together and not lose any games, because I tell you what, if they were to lose one of these games, it would hurt me as much as my Cowboys losing a playoff game. I've said that before and I'll say it again. Now, I usually will sit here and freestyle in front of the camera by myself, but now as I've upgraded some of the resources I have, I'm able to actually bring some of my friends on. The last video you had Will on. I like Will for football because I've always talked football with Will. He's a big football guy, especially because the Packers they've become relevant again and they're beating on us and all these different things. So Will was good for the football videos, but for basketball, I had to think differently, right? I can't bring Will on for basketball too because Will didn't play basketball. When Will watches basketball, if he watches basketball, he's not watching with the same passion as maybe basketball players or people that religiously watch the sport. So it was super easy for me to figure out who would be perfect to talk about basketball with, because for Will, I talked football with him since I was a little kid. And with the guest I'm bringing on today, I've been he's had to teach me a lot about basketball. I can't just talk basketball with him because he's played his whole life and he was a point guard. So his understanding of basketball is different than mine. I'm just a fan, whereas he is a fan and an ex-player. So who I'm going to bring on today to talk basketball with me, USA basketball specifically, is my boy from the hometown, PZ Peyton ZEHR. What's up, Peyton?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you bringing me on, my boy. You know, basketball is my religion. I'd be happy to talk basketball with you whenever, man.
Yeah, dude, every time I would see something go on or something interesting and I would feel the need to reach out to you about it, I always knew that you would have some sort of actual feedback about it, but you would be funny with it. And now that we're in this business with entertaining and podcasting and everything's becoming popular, I'm like, dude, there's some conversations I've had with Peyton, PZ, that they got to be out there. They got to get put on social media somewhere. They got to be recorded. And I started reaching out and talking about different things with you, and it was the exact same. None of it Mr. Pete. So I'm like, I got to get PZ on the show so we can run basketball videos.
Bro, the bottom line is the world needs to hear what we have to say, bro. The world needs to hear this. I got a lot to get off my chest, man. I'm going to let you run the show, and I'm going to just pitch in. You know, I'm going to tell the people what they need to hear. Maybe not what they want to hear, but this is what they need to hear.
All right, for sure. So to really quick, what age were you when you started playing? Right?
Start playing organized basketball.
Yeah, we'll say that.
So when I started playing organized basketball, I was so young, bro, that it wasn't even called basketball. They called it biddy ball. Now, what that stands for, I really couldn't tell you. I think it's for kids that's too young to pronounce the word basketball. I'm not sure. But as long as I can remember, bro, I had the ball in my hand, bro. I've told this story plenty of times. This will just kind of give you a little overview of how much I really love the game. When I first started playing, where I grew up, we had a little basketball court in the neighborhood. And, rough neighborhood, neither here nor there. Either way, bro, at some point they took the rims off of the goals. So we continue to play 5-on-5 basketball on hoops that did not have rims.
I mean, nets or rims?
Brother, it can't have a net if it doesn't have a rim. Them things, they took the rims off, bro. It was just backboard. It was just backboard, bro. You got to call out if you swish, and if it hits that square in it's in. It's only two ways to score, bro. And listen, I'm just a kid. I'm playing with grown men. So to get the respect of calling a swish when only God knows if it really would have went in, bro. Listen, man, had to work for that respect. Let me just say that, man. But yeah, bro, as long as I can remember, bro, I always been hooping, man.
Okay, so when did it become like serious? I remember. So fun fact: Peyton was at Kingsley. I was at Chittix, and I remember in 6th grade hearing Peyton's name the first time because I knew him as word around town was that he could dunk already. And that's when like dunking was a big deal. And they're like, yeah, well, Peyton can dunk. He can get up there. It was like you, who else? Maybe Charles. Charles was the name I'd hear. It was you and Charles. And those were the main ones that I remember at a young age that I was hearing like, yeah, them dudes can dunk. So you were at Kingsley. I was at Chittix. But dude, Kingsley, I don't know. Have you been a part of anything since then that was as dominant as those junior high days? Like you guys, bro, when you guys came to play Chittix all day, no one cared. People were joking, like no one cared about the game. Everyone was just talking about, are we gonna lose by 30 or 40, or I'm gonna throw up half court shots, or I'm gonna do this on the sideline. Like no one took the game serious because there was no point.
Bro, I've never I've been on some good teams with some great players, bro. I've never been a part of a team that was anywhere near the level that Kingsley was, in my opinion, bro. Let me just say this, bro. When we were in 7th grade, if I remember correctly, our 8th grade team also won state. When we scrimmaged that team, bro, we whooped them boys, bro. Which means our 7th grade team would have won 8th grade state if they would have put us up there, bro. I mean, I make this up now, bro. In the summer, we all knew before the season started. Can you imagine this, bro? We all knew that we were going to win state again. There was no question about we only lost one game, 7th grade year, came back and beat that team. Bro, we knew we weren't gonna lose a game. Like, I've never been on a team. I'm not even gonna get into how the scene. I'm not even gonna get into that, bro. But I never been a part of something like Kingsley, bro. Everybody that was in that town, bro, they know what it is. We got the pictures up in the school, bro. It's gonna be there forever, man. Back to back.
That's gotta be one of those sweet things, dude. Because I think of even just back when, for football in high school, and all we did was make it to the third round, and like we have the banners raised, and I always feel like, man, they're always going to remember that team. I couldn't imagine like winning state championships, plural, for a that's crazy.
Bro, in 7th grade, there was one point of time during the season throughout it was in state, and there was one game where I was like, this one might be tough. I took a charge early in the game. I don't know why, but taking a charge is just something that I always like to do. Um,
Really?
so I don't know. I like contact sport. I played football for a little bit.
Uh-huh, you did. He's
No,
a QB.
bro, like I just believe basketball is better with a little contact, like old
Mhm.
school, you know. So
Yeah.
I take a charge in the back court during a full court press. You don't see that too often, bro. So I'm taking the charge. I'm like near half court. Um, I hear the whistle blow. I know it's a charge, so I try and like turn around and catch myself.
Uh-huh.
And the kid just like knee on the back of my head, face straight into the court.
Uh,
So I get up, I'm trying to keep going. Coach is like, no, like you're gonna come sit down. Like that was one of the worst things I saw. So I sit down, right? Everybody that's from where we're from knows the story of Josh Robinson. I think he went for 20 consecutive points the moment I hit the bench, bro. And it felt like we won state already, bro. Like literally from that moment throughout state this year and the next year, there was never a worry again for the entirety of the entire next season and the rest of that one, my boy. It was like he was out there playing with his food, bro. When I say 20 consecutive points, bro, I actually mean 20 consecutive points. It was crazy.
And you know what's cool about that is I bet if you ask a lot of like some of the best duos, I bet you they would say they all had that moment. Like they probably had that moment where one of them went down and they saw the other guy pick him up and they were like, "Oh yeah, we
Bro, it was amazing. It was amazing, bro. And it built that trust. Like, we have too much. Like from then, when we were healthy, there was an understanding like we have
Mhm.
too many pieces to even make it a game with all of these teams. We were usually out of the game by the third quarter. And we started this thing where like we would cheer the bench on like they were the starters.
That's
And
hilarious."
bro, it was so much fun, man. Shout out to Aiden Rich, you know, the good guy. We had Aiden looking like Michael Jordan out there, bro. With a little bit of encouragement, man, that boy was out there looking like Michael Jordan.
Okay, so we get in that to say this, right? So even just from that rundown, it's obvious that basketball it's more than just something that you watch for fun.
Bro, I love
And
basketball. I take this very seriously.
so when you first joined in, you started going on. You don't like the way. So let's get to the USA men's, right? You didn't like the way some things are being how they're being coached. And before you get into that, I was going to ask real quick. This was my analysis, right, of the first couple games that were too close, and everyone was freaking out, like, why are the games so close? And now I kind of was like, I know it's easy to say Steph changed the game, but I'm like, dude, if you really look, it's really Steph's fault because you got these teams who they come out and not because he's not doing enough, but it's like you got these other teams and they're like, we don't have to be as athletic as LeBron. We don't gotta be built like KD. We don't gotta be Giannis. If we can just run little plays and get open shots, not even open shots. If we can just get the shot off, if we can just get the shot off and get good at tough shot making, we'll hang in the game. We're not gonna lose by 50 if we just got enough people who can just throw the ball up, catch the ball, shoot, catch it, shoot, catch it, shoot. And then you see South Sudan, them boys is out there shooting like college Malik Monk. Them
Bro,
dudes out there pulling up in everybody's face, bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, there's nothing. What can we really do other than what is it? Better help defense. I would assume that's got to be somewhat what it is, like closing out on shooters. But I feel like that's the only way we could take an L is if some team just comes in raining shots.
definitely a hot take. First off, let me get this off my chest, bro. South Sudan does not own an indoor gym. These boys are playing on the blacktop every day. Now, I don't know if you know this, but if you take a team that's playing in a gym versus a team that's playing on the blacktop, one of these boys is playing for for a chance to play in some air conditioning in the future. I like to bet the spread on that team every time. I like to bet the spread on that team every time. Now, about what you said about Steph, definitely a hot take. He's definitely transcended the game, and when he's on the court, it can quickly become a shootout. You know what I mean? With that being said, you know how I feel, and how much of that do you think is Steph? versus how much of that do you think is Steve? Because Steve is out. Steve, for years, is running a Steph, you run around the court, you touch every part of this court, and we're going to look for you the whole time so that you could jack the ball up from wherever you catch it.
Hmm.
Now, we've seen that offense work. We've seen it win championships. Um, Only two, without KD, but that's neither
Hmm.
here nor there. Um, I paid a lot of attention to the rotations in that game. Zero chemistry. Zero chemistry.
In the
Um,
South Sudan game.
yes, the
And you
South
think on both sides of the ball, zero chemistry?
no South Sudan.
No, I mean, like, do you think US had chemistry on defense and
Oh,
not on offense, or do you think it was both sides? They were
I
just
think it was both sides. I think it was pathetic. Some of the um, fives that he put out there, bro. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
pathetic, bro. He's trying new things. You don't put all the young players out, without some of the old players out there.
yeah.
I'm like, we have no experience really on the court sometimes, and that's insane. We have champions on this team. These champions need to be out there with the experience that they've gained as a champion. You know,
Unless unless you're Jason Tatum, according to Steve Kerr.
no, no, let me tell you something. If Steve did one thing right, hey, this might be a hot take. If Steve did one thing right so far this summer, it's keeping that man on the bench. Now, when I say no chemistry, brother, I mean a 6'9" player demanding the ball and not knowing what he wants to do with it. What are you doing out there, my friend? I mean, he wants to be every player before him except himself. Are you
I
kidding me?
got you. I
He
got
has no identity out here on the court. I think that when Steve realized that, he said, "You come have a seat next to me, my friend,"
keep
and
these
I
powders
respect
cold.
him for that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, um, I think this is. Hey, what do you think about this? I talked to one of my friends about this, man. Listen, what Anthony Edwards is doing for this team, Anthony Edwards is making LeBron James and Kevin Durant play at their full potential. The energy that he brings and the confidence, I think it's like instilling something in these veterans where they feel if they don't produce, then Anthony Edwards,
We'll take the
I don't
shine.
know. Not only will he take the shine, but he's going to have a nice talk with them after the game and let them know about themselves. I mean, there's no fear in that young man, and he really does. I mean, even with the Timberwolves before the Mavs series,
Mhm.
he makes his teams better. The confidence that Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah,
McDaniels looked like Kevin Durant for about 3 games,
yeah.
bro.
So I agree. I agree, and I think the reasons that we have might be similar, but the biggest thing I think of, especially what you said about him helping LeBron and KD, is I think that you hear sometimes like older people like say in the gym or you're on the basketball court and they'll say, "Hey, you're keeping me young," or "You guys are keeping me young." I think he's definitely that young energy that's around them that's like making them feel not only physically younger, but I think he mentally like may give them that feeling of, "Hey, this is serious, but it's not so serious that we can't joke around still and we can't still have fun with it." Because even in like tense games in the third quarter, I would think it was the last game when we saw LeBron getting super pumped and super hype and all into it. And then right afterwards, Steph hits a three, and then they showed and he was all dancing and like hitting the shimmy and stuff. So he's still out there having fun. And what I saw from him in the first, I think it was the first game, that we were down like 12-2. And he came in the game and started pulling mid-range fadeaways like it was the middle of the NBA season. He was hitting them things. So I think you're right.
Bro, Ant brings the energy. And not only is he, making that we are watching Miami LeBron and Oklahoma City Kevin Durant right now while they're on the team with Anthony Edwards. Like you said, bro, he has knocked 10 years of life off of both of these players. LeBron James' knees, bro, LeBron looks like he can play for 15 more. LeBron looks like he can play 15. Chat. I don't think you guys are understanding this. He looks like he can play until he's 55 years old right now. I mean, the
Seriously,
way he took that game over at the end, bro.
bro.
Germany. Was it Germany? I believe it was Germany. Was the game they just played before they just played some.
Yes, yes.
Bro, the last what? 12 points? I mean, are you kidding me, bro? This is the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, I don't want to talk. Um, I mean, Michael Jordan, if you put him on the Cavs versus the Warriors with Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson,
And no one's beating that team.
bro, good luck, Mike. That's all I got to say. Good luck, Mike. He's going to have to tie his own shoes and say, make me like Mike to even stand a chance, bro. Imagine Michael Jordan saying, make me like Mike just to play better. That's what he would have to do, bro.
If he had to play the Warriors,
Bro, he would have to do that to beat those Warriors. I mean, he would stand no chance. I don't know if they would win 2 games. Like, I'm not. This is let's be serious, man.
yeah.
Like, you
So
watch back, no left hand. Another conversation for another day.
yeah,
LeBron is the greatest of all time. What I wanted to touch on. I believe Ant comes back with this experience he gains, bro.
oh man, I was thinking about this.
The confidence, the experience, the work he's about to put in, the things he's going to learn, bro. I think he comes back all NBA first team next year. Top 3 MVP votings, Eastern Conference Finals at least. I truly believe that.
That's a if someone was to tell him to come up with a goal that was super super challenging, but it wasn't unrealistic, and it also was not even close to being too easy, that'd be it. And I think that's facts, bro, because with Ant, you can tell a lot of it is he had a lot of mental growth as far as basketball is concerning. So like as far as when to take your heat check shots, when to take
Situational basketball.
situational
The
basketball.
same thing that playing with Chris Paul did for Shea Gillis. Put him in the MVP. Bro, this is LeBron James and Kevin Durant. This guy
Uh,
is going to forever be in the same conversation with those two.
he's
That,
loading. He's like charging right now.
bro, he is charging his battery right now. And I mean, once he hits 100%, bro, the league is really in trouble, bro.
Yo, that up
Because
and under, that dream shake he hit the other day, he's way too young to be hitting that in the Olympics.
bro, he's what, 22 years old?
Yes.
Bro, the footwork is impeccable. The footwork is impeccable, bro. This guy, the footwork, bro, the athleticism, he shoots and he's only getting better. His
Hmm.
shot right now, bro, I mean, it's pure.
It
It's
is.
pure, bro. He is as polished of a 22-year-old all around the game, maybe that I've ever seen.
Okay. Okay. So we touched on we hit the men's, we hit their coaches. You said beforehand, maybe Ant goes into part of the reason you think this. You said beforehand, who would you rank between the 92, 2008, 2012, and this year? We're not even going to count the 2020 for obvious reasons.
Right.
So I almost want to say take out 2016. I really want to say so I didn't even say them to begin with. So we got 92, 08, 2012, and this year for those
Okay, so I'm
four
thinking
Olympic
into
teams.
it. I'm thinking a little bit more into it now.
2008 and 2012 are kind of close, but there's some 12 might be better, maybe. You look at the bench.
Which one was the redeem team?
That was 2008.
2008 was tough, bro. 2008 was tough. You know, they got Kobe to come and he meant business.
Mm.
Um,
And you had Cleveland LeBron in that
we
joint.
had Cleveland. Cleveland LeBron was a force to be reckoned with, man.
Prime Wade. Wade led the team in points off the bench.
Points off the bench. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm glad you say that. So, when we're doing this comparison, are we comparing um starting five, or are we comparing the team in totality? Because as much as I want to and have said that this is the best team, um, it would be hard to argue with Derek White on the bench. I'm gonna just leave it there, bro. I'm just leave it there, bro. I'm not too big of a fan on Halliburton either. So I
Really?
wouldn't waste a breath. I wouldn't waste a breath to argue that this full team is the best, being as though they put those two players on the team, bro. Sorry to say it. It needs to be said. Derek White on a USA team. Nah, man. I mean,
Hey,
it's big.
Hallie though, I felt like he was like I was comfortable with the ball in his hands when they were playing. I'm like, all right, he gonna make the right choice. Like
He's
he
going
may
to make the right choice. If you throw me out there, I'll do the same thing, brother. Halliburton's shot is the worst thing I've seen in a very long time, man. Listen, with that shot, my
not.
man wouldn't have touched the floor at Kingsley, brother. You understand me? Listen, one thing I do respect about him, he will always make the right play.
Yeah.
You want to get the team involved. Does that make him one of the top 15 players in America?
No.
Can't say it does.
Yeah.
Um,
I
it's
really would love to know like the
what went into that.
yeah, like what what
What
went into that?
what went into that? I
What were
mean,
you
we
guys
have a
looking for?
Finals MVP who is sitting at what was it? What game was he at?
The Lakers Summer League game with Angel Reese.
You got my boy sitting at a summer league game with two baddies because my man's can't get a spot on the roster, bro. Come on. What they're about to turn Jalen Brown into. Let me touch on that
I
too.
hope you say the
Jalen
same thing I said.
Jalen Brown next season is going, oh my goodness. When they play listen, must see basketball, Celtics versus Warriors. Because after what Steve just did to Tatum, I don't doubt he feels the same way.
Uh
They are going to tear the Warriors up next season. And I got the overs on all of those plays.
So you're taking so if we're going off, so who do you think the best starting lineup for this team is? We know you don't like Steve, so we won't say who the official starting lineup is for them, but we'll go off who you think the starting lineup should be, and then we'll compare it to the '08 starting lineup. I think.
Yeah. Oh eight. Dream Redeem Team. Let's do it. Okay. I got Steph
Mm-hmm.
at the one. I'm starting Ant. And if anyone questions that, hey, if anyone questions
Ooh.
Ant starting with Bron and KD, I don't think you truly understand what having him on the team is doing for these veteran champions, brother.
The team, yeah, starting lineup though.
Starting lineup, bro. This guy is ready. He's ready.
Okay,
Um,
who you got at the five
at the five, what's that? Like third in points?
on the team?
Yeah,
Probably. He probably.
man, he's up there. Um, at the five,
I thought you were about to say Ant for a second. I was like,
nah. At the five, listen, something is going on right now, and everyone needs to tune in because Anthony Davis is not faking any injuries right now.
going stupid.
And when Anthony Davis is not faking injuries,
Heavy on the faking.
top three's heavy on the faking. I mean, I seen him say his eyelash fell off one time or something, bro. When Anthony Davis is not faking injuries, top three center in the league.
Oh yeah. And I wish he would lean into playing center and stop trying to be a point guard. Some of the shots he takes, I'm like, look, I get you can make it. I understand you can make the shot, but we don't need you doing that right now.
We
I don't
don't.
know how do you feel about him shooting these middies.
The
I think
middies,
it would help the Lakers. He's like you like the middies, just no threes, huh?
no threes from AD. The middies, he works on the middies a lot. When they're falling, they're falling.
When they're
Same as
falling.
Joel. Same as Joel. And I hate to say it, but thinking about it, brother, If AD laid off the middies and said, "I'm just going to attack the basket," 3 possessions, he's injured. I give him three possessions.
Uh,
I give him 3 possessions. So I wouldn't be surprised if the coach and the Lakers coach and the Lakers organization is telling him, like, you know what you do wrong.
uh-huh.
Oh, you know why you're not playing 82 games for us. We need you to not do any of that. You know. Also with players like AD, who are that aggressive on defense, sometimes
Yeah.
times you gotta kind of have to finesse on offense. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of, let the game come to you. Take it a little bit easy per se.
Uh-huh.
AD is going crazy on defense.
Whew. Oh, we
Technical
this is
difficulties.
the whole I'm definitely because my phone started tweaking, everything started going. I'm whoa, somebody hating in this month. Yeah, I'll just edit that out. I don't know how it's still going, but it's still going. So fuck it. I'll
Hey, I appreciate it.
take
What this website, StreamYard? Hey, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
it back.
I like the way you guys work.
I need to get it so that we can just talk like how we like, you feel me? But like it really I don't think YouTube's that strict about that shit.
YouTube is the next move for sure.
That's where this is going.
Oh well, hey.
I guess we could finish the lineup convo or
Yeah, let's hear yours, man. Cause
yeah.
I want to see, how close we are to the same page with this.
All right. So you want me to give you what I think this year's lineup should be?
Starting five, but first and more importantly, best USA team of all time, man. Who you got, man?
All right. So you had Steph, LeBron, KD, Ant, and AD.
Yeah.
That's a mean starting lineup. Okay, so
We win gold every year.
I feel like it's kind of hard for our lineups to be too far off because most of those guys I got on there, I like it's the reason I say don't put Ant in the starting lineup is not because of skill or anything. I just think that he's like a dog you want to let loose. And I think that in the starting lineup, you want tamed animals. And I think Ant's one of them dudes where he needs to go out there and have that Jordan Poole green light. That where Jordan Poole used to have. Like, hey, go out there. If you think that's a good shot, take it. I feel like if he's out there, I feel like he's got so much talent around him out there with like Steph, LeBron, and KD that he's one of the last people that would second guess his own confidence. But I feel like there's so much skill that it's like he wouldn't be able to show everything he could do. Like I feel like his middies, like when he takes a mid-range jumper, someone could be like, "Oh, there was a better shot than that," but it's like that's his shot. But you know what I mean? Like that's his
I
shot.
do. I can agree with that.
I think him coming off the bench makes me comfortable because if we come out tripping, like LeBron's not playing right or Steph's off, I'm like, look, and he's not even really taking it that serious. So he's gonna come out and I know how he's gonna play. Will his shot fall? Maybe, maybe not. But I know what I'm gonna get out of Ant, I feel like. And
I,
even with LeBron, as much as it sucks, you still don't always know what you're gonna get out of LeBron. You don't always know maybe you don't know what version of LeBron you're gonna get.
you're right. There's a couple different versions of LeBron. Um,
But whatever this one is, I like
this
it.
one is, I call it Superman, brother. Captain, what they're calling him, Captain America, brother. We are watching Captain America right now, and it's just so impressive, man. I love seeing LeBron play good, man. I feel like the world's a better place when LeBron is winning and scoring the basketball. Sometimes it's like he's allergic to the rim, and he just wants to stay away so he doesn't break out in hives. I don't know what it is. They might pass it to Dellavedova to take a game winning three. Whatever the case may be, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But right now, man, I'm telling you, bro, it's Ant. I'm telling you, bro, it's Ant.
Okay. Okay.
Ant is putting that battery in his back and telling him, if you don't go get these buckets, I'm on your ass after the game. And let me just say this too. While I do agree with what you said about Ant, Ant's so versatile, bro. Off the bench, starting lineup, it really doesn't matter. He's
Mhm.
going to get his, bro. The confidence is there. But it's people like you. It's people like you who want to bring him off the bench, and you guys are the reason that he's busting KD's ass in the playoffs, talking about you old ass nigga, and he has no remorse. It's because of people like you, bro, who think you could bring him off the bench, who thinks he's a bench type of player, bro. The disrespect must stop. Bringing him off the bench isn't a bad idea because he's going to be on the court. Now, does that make it a good idea? No, but it's not a bad idea, bro. So listen,
I think he
and
needs to come off. I personally think him and KD. I like them coming off the. I think it's like dad and son coming in. Hey, let's handle the second unit. Let's handle business.
KD off the bench too.
For strategy wise, not because he's
So
not good
so
enough to
so
start.
who do you got the full starting five?
Okay, so if we're going best starting five, though, I'm talking about for a course of a game, like for
If
them
you
to.
say Jason Tatum in there, that's how we're ending the show, bro. Let me know, man.
Give me Steph,
Right?
Bron, and Bron and KD looked nice though in the court together. KD came off the bench though that last game. Give me.
Did he?
Yeah, he came off the bench in that game. Came off the bench, bang, 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 bang. Or no, did he start?
Listen, if he came off the bench, you would have never knew because my man's outscored the
Yeah.
entire starting lineup. I thought he started, but I think you might be right. I think he might. But if he came off the bench, who does that mean started over? Drew's been in the starting. He probably did come off the
He been
bench,
balling. Drew Holiday,
bro.
he been in the league a minute. I never knew he was like this. This man's hitting step back threes, stripping the ball. Like,
Bro, from a basketball connoisseur, bro, Drew Holiday is the best ambidextrous player in the NBA. Drew Holiday has the best offhand in the NBA. When he shoots a floater, it doesn't matter if it's off the glass, left hand, post move hook, bro. When he puts the ball up with his left hand, it's going in. You may not have noticed before, but I guarantee you won't miss it now. And from now on, when you see that shot go up with the left hand, you're gonna do this, and every time it's going to go in, bro. Like every time.
all right, for sure. So the starting lineup, give me Steph,
Bron.
LeBron. I'm gonna skip to the two big men. I like AD and Joel both out there. I like them both out there. So that gives me one more. Dang, how do I pick anybody other than KD or Ant? Steph, LeBron. We need another USA roster. Let me see. So we got I got Ant to choose from.
You got Ant,
Book maybe.
Book. You got Book. Hey, if you're feeling froggy, you could throw Derek White or Halliburton. I wouldn't recommend it, but hey, they're on the team, so they count too, I guess.
You want somebody to make the right choice.
Hey, if you want somebody that's going to pass first, Halliburton's never a bad option. I'll give him that. I'll give him that, man. But if you see him spotting up in that corner, just know, this is what you're about to see shortly after, man. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it,
Worse than Lonzo's original.
bro. It's the worst shot. It's right there with Sean Marion. Right there with Sean Marion for me, man.
I never realized Bam, bro. Bam can move for
Bam.
his size.
Bro, I don't know how I just forgot about Bam. That was honestly a bit disrespectful.
But I don't know if he shouldn't be starting over AD or Joel.
Shouldn't be
Maybe.
starting, but he has proved himself, and I honestly had just forgot he was on the team. So for that, apologize, Belmonte. You know, continue doing what you're doing. Preferably off the bench, though. I must agree with you. Preferably off the bench.
Okay, so I take back what I said. You got to put KD in there. I mean, obviously, right? But so you got Steph, LeBron, KD, Joel, and Anthony Davis. I think I like that lineup. I like the double size just because these teams they're all trying to. Actually, I was gonna say because teams are trying to get rotations and get threes off. So I want somebody long coming out to the 3-point line. But then again, if you have another small guy, he's gonna get there quicker. He may not need to be as long. But I don't
I
know. I think
You can't go wrong with that lineup, honestly. You
you can't
can't.
go wrong with honestly any of them, and that's the best part. But
It
I'm
is.
I'm taking the '08 basketball team, and I think that dude at that time, right? So right now we're looking at you got LeBron. He's still playing. He's playing lights out, but he's older. KD's kind of older. Steph's getting a little older. Bro, in 2008, all of these players I'm about to list arguably were in the best in their
Prime
career.
in the prime.
Kobe,
Yeah.
LeBron,
Yeah.
Wade, you
D
get
Wade.
D
Mello.
Wade, Melo, Chris Paul, 2008 Dwight Howard. He made that and if you take that player and drop him, he might be the best center on his team.
Yeah. Prime Dwight Howard was unbelievable, bro.
Bro,
He
that guy was a dog.
unbelievable, bro. If you don't know, you need to do your research.
Mhm.
Prime Dwight Howard was the closest to Shaq that we've seen since Shaq. He was the most dominant player. Um, if Zion was healthy, maybe
Yeah.
we could put him in the conversation, but he still has a lot of proving to
Yeah,
do, a lot of weight to lose.
Carlos Boozer, he's up there too with Dwight and
I mean, I mean, nah. I
yeah.
mean, I wasn't sure where you were going with that. He was on the team. He was on the team. If that's what you're saying, you know what I mean. Hey, he made the team. Um,
Uh, hey, whoever watching, just see that's proof he's not just gonna agree with something because
no, man.
that's
Now listen first. I trust you, bro. So I had to look over here to the picture because if I was just going off what I'm hearing, usually it sounds good. Usually I'm gonna agree. Usually, good takes. I had to look over here to really picture, really fathom what you just said, and you definitely threw me on a loop with that one, bro.
I'm looking at your face. You was like, hmm.
Bro, it's like the name just came out of nowhere, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm like, Booze.
Like I ain't heard that name since I was talking about his kids.
I seen Booze do some good things in Chicago. I did. I seen him do good things. If that's how you felt about me putting Zion's name in there, then I completely understand because he doesn't belong there yet. But off potential, yeah,
Yeah,
I seen some very dominant things from Zion that I feel is comparable to those other two
yeah.
players.
Even if you take Zion, just his rookie, take all of Zion's healthy games and you grade him off those. I mean, I haven't seen Boozer be that peak ever. Like Boozer is not better than Zion.
Bro, I've seen Zion score like 30 something points on like 90%, bro.
Consistently, multiple times.
Multiple times. I mean, when he goes to the basket, they actually get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like they actually will get out of the way. And it's I'm telling you, man, it's only a select few players that are that dominant to where um, they're putting fear in the defense. And that's Shaq, Dwight, um, and healthy, under average weight Zion.
So let's see here. Who we got next, man? Who we got next? Who do we got on the 31st? Oh,
But we got
we got South Sudan again.
again. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What you think is gonna happen?
Ooh.
What you think is gonna happen? Because I think that last game, they were building chemistry. Kerr, I think Steve knows he can't afford to put the team in that position again, bro. That was Steve's fault. I'm telling you. Um, and let's be honest, with Katie on that team, with
Yeah.
Katie on the court, completely different team. Completely different team. You want to know why? Because that means Tatum can't touch the floor. I mean, that's the best thing for us.
Tatum was playing good though. I like the way he was. Hey, the way he was playing close to the basket though. He finger roll. Ooh.
For Tatum to mention the name Kobe Bryant, bro.
He said, "I got you."
For
He said,
him to isn't he wearing Kobe's number?
"I think he is.
Bro,
I think he got number 8 on."
he does. And with that being said, bro, with that being said, bro, the nerve of him to do that
Uh,
and not only be only good things to say about him is how he's finishing around the rim as a 6'9" basketball player. Bro, he didn't even touch you. He didn't touch the court last game with Kobe Bryant's number on, bro. The ultimate disrespect. The ultimate.
Disgraceful. That was just, you see the way he was looking, like maybe he's hurt. I'm looking at the way he was looking on the sideline. I'm like, nah, he ain't hurt. You could tell Halliburton, he was trying to distract himself. He's like, I'm gonna look so happy that don't no one think I'm salty. He looked, he looked, he was looking at, he
The
looked
ultimate
like,
cheerleader. The ultimate cheerleader, bro. And
like,
Tatum was chewing that gum like it killed his mother. My boy. The way he was chewing that gum, bro. I mean, that
oh.
can't be good for his. That can't be good for him. Like,
Hallie was trying to be that dude that's like, anybody that's looking and thinking I'm mad, joke's on them. I'm happy.
bro,
You know, you feel an empty void in your stomach. He probably wasn't expecting to play. That's probably what it was.
he wasn't expecting to be on the team. What do you mean?
Like, I'm just happy to be here.
He's just happy to be a part
Oh.
of now. Tatum didn't put the Kobe. You know, Tatum did all of this. You know, Tatum thought for a second he was better than JB because
Yeah.
he made the team. You're not, brother. I'm sorry to tell you, brother. You're not. Like, you're not better.
Tatum said, hey, what they gonna say now?
What
We
they
did
gonna say,
it.
bro? All that memes he did just to end up a sitting on the bench chewing gum meme. Oh man, how the world works
He
is
said,
crazy. Life coming full circle.
he
You
said,
got the
we did
bro
it.
distraught.
No, bro, y'all was up 3-0. What did you think was gonna happen?
What did you think was gonna happen? My guy,
Uh,
Jalen Brown is doing all the work here.
what are you happy for?
What are you happy for? They probably could have won without you. Now I give him this. End of that season, he he impressed me. He's very good at facilitating the ball.
Yeah.
He's better like playmaker than a scorer. And I think that's something that I think that's a battle that he's having within himself. I truly do. And I think that's why he's inconsistent. And sometimes he just looks like he doesn't know what to do out there.
Yeah.
And I can't deny, him being a good player. He's in the NBA, but as far as team basketball, what having a player of that caliber of potential being on the court and not knowing what to do, the way that can, just kind of have the team jumbled up, man, it's not good for the team, man.
I will say that's one thing. Everybody that plays, they know who they are. Like even AD, for as people want him to be something, but in his mind, he's like, I know what I am. I know what I'm. I know what I'm good at. But let's see. We covered the USA, the coaches, and we know you don't like Kerr Steve. You referred to him earlier.
Did I really?
Yeah, you said I think Kerr. Steve knows he can't put.
Listen, man. Sometimes I don't know if he deserves. I don't know which name he deserves for me to call him, bro. Cause I'm not having the respect that I feel that I need to address him by his proper. I'd rather call him Kerr most of the time. I'll be honest.
So
Kerr. Come on, man. Like,
so so to to wrap it up, what would you say? What could he do on Wednesday? What would you like to see on Wednesday that'll make you say, okay, Kerr, now I'll call you Steve Kerr. What could he do to that you would think, other than the team playing better, obviously, and they played last time? You think just
right.
lineups? You want to see better lineups?
What exactly? What he has control over. lineups. I want to see timeouts get called at better times of the game. I mean, the sets. As far as the sets, they're not working. They don't even work for the Warriors. Like I
Mhm.
want to see better subs. Um, and I want to see LeBron. I want to see LeBron facilitating the offense.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the best USA team when he's in drive and dish mode and he's like playing like magic.
When
Oh,
LeBron is pulling the strings, the
yeah,
games aren't close.
yeah.
It's a dominance. There's a dominant aspect of winning that's happening. When he's looking to Steve to what are we doing? Um, South Sudan ends up. You know what I'm saying?
One
Germany
point
ends up taking the lead. Germany ends up taking the lead in the third quarter. I mean, I can't watch it anymore. I really can't.
But this, I like this because I'm gonna be watching those games a lot closer now. I'm gonna be watching to see if he improves it. If he, huh?
Watch Drew's left hand while you're at him.
He
Oh
said,
my gosh. Watch Drew's left, brother. I'm telling you, you're not gonna be able to unsee it. I don't think I've ever seen him miss a shot with this.
"All right, PZ. So what I'm gonna need to do next is I'm gonna need to upload a little extra little banner so that when we do this, it's not just my little picture up there in the top right, the little cowboy star in the top left. We gotta
But
figure out.
we need a Bucks. The Bucks. Hey, listen, you got to do what you got to do, man. We got to split the show, brother. We need a Bucks up there. You see how, bro? You see what I did? I thought you was coming with the Cowboys jersey and everything. You
Uh,
don't have to because you got it stamped in the corner. Go ahead and stamp us over there so I don't have to wear this next time. Otherwise, you'll leave me with no choice, brother.
I got you. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. That was exactly as smooth as I figured it would go, and I think it'll always be super smooth, just like that. And just imagine when we get like NBA season and we get deeper into these Olympics and we actually get some stories to talk about. And football's coming up too. I'm gonna have to bring you on and talk about your Bucks.
Bro, I got a lot to say, Zay. You know this, brother. You know this, man. It was a
All right.
pleasure. Appreciate you having me on, man. The sky is the limit, man. Let's keep it going. We play South Sudan, so we
On
should be
Wednesday.
back after we beat them by 20. And Anthony Edwards is in the starting lineup. Yeah, let me know. We're definitely gonna get right into Steve Kerr. He has to prove himself.
Yeah,
All eyes,
we
all
got them.
eyes,
Huh?
all eyes on Steve.
All eyes on Steve. We got them Wednesday at 1 o'clock. We play South Sudan, so we're definitely going to have to run this back Wednesday after work. All right,
Wednesday.
PC. Appreciate it. This is going to go up on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy it. Peace out.